Have you ever felt like you really wanted to speak intelligently like Jordan Peterson or Alan Watts? You listen to them talk and think, wow, how can they speak like that? Every sentence flows, full of meaning, and leaves you thinking for days. Meanwhile, you get stuck just trying to start a sentence. The desire to be an original thinker is completely normal. Everyone seems to want to have their own voice, one that when they speak, others stop, listen, think and say, "This is different." But saying it is easier than doing it. The moment you sit down to write or talk, your mind goes blank. Even after reading thick books, listening to motivational podcasts, and watching philosophy videos until midnight, when it's time to express your own thoughts, your brain suddenly hits a 404 not found. That frustration is real. And weirdly enough, the more you learn, sometimes the more you feel like you're not smart enough. Like there's this little voice in your head saying, "Who are you to say anything? No one's going to listen." These negative thoughts are like uninvited guests that just won't leave your head. But here's the thing. Your desire to think originally, to speak or write your ideas clearly, is already a powerful first step. Because someone who wants to think differently is someone who's starting to realize, I don't want to just follow, I want to find my own voice. And that's awesome. The hardest part is having the courage to start. Don't worry about sounding as cool as Jordan Peterson or becoming Alan Watts overnight. Sometimes a simple idea said honestly can touch people more than a complicated theory. So instead of obsessing over being super smart, just start. Your first draft might be a mess. Your first talk might be awkward. But remember, those who are great speakers today started from nothing too. The point is, you don't have to be someone else. You just need to be your version who's brave enough to speak your mind. And trust me, that's already more original than trying to copy anyone. Now, once you realize you want to be an original thinker, there's one thing that often gets in the way. Education. Yep, you heard that right. From a young age, we were taught to memorize answers, not find them ourselves. Think back to school. How often were you asked, "What do you think?" instead of, "What's the correct answer from the book?" The real world isn't about memorizing formulas or choosing A, B, or C. It needs people who can think, how do I solve this? Unfortunately, schools often focus on grades instead of teaching how to think. And because we're used to being spoon-fed answers, our brains get lazy, like a machine that can only play preset songs but can't create its own. So when you finally want to express your own ideas, you don't even know where to start. Also, schools rarely teach how to structure your thoughts, how to organize your ideas so they make sense. Instead, we're taught rigid formats like introduction, body, conclusion, which sometimes makes your writing feel robotic, barely alive. To be an original thinker, you need to know how to form your own opinions. Not just, the book says this, but I believe this because I see it from this perspective. And that part is almost never taught. So it's totally normal if you struggle to articulate your thoughts now because you were never really given the space to think critically. But here's the good news. Independent thinking is a skill you can build. Think of your brain like a muscle. Up till now, it's only been lifting memorized facts. But now it's time to lift heavier, original thoughts. It's tough at first, but the more you train it, the stronger it gets. So don't blame yourself if your thinking feels stiff. Maybe it's just time to re-educate yourself. This time in the school of life, where the goal is to think, not just follow. Once you understand the importance of thinking for yourself, it's time to move to the next, slightly rebellious step, becoming skeptical. Now, skeptical doesn't mean always being negative or cynical. It means being brave enough to question everything you've been taught to accept without thinking. One sign of an original thinker is the courage to question, even ideas or beliefs that were passed down since childhood. Like, is it really true that success means working 12 hours a day? Or, why is everyone following that trend? Is it even important? That kind of questioning is the first step to making your thoughts walk on new paths, not the same old train tracks. Doubting the usual truth might feel uncomfortable, especially if you're afraid of being called weird. But that's the mental workout your brain needs. Just like muscles need resistance to grow, your mind needs friction to stay flexible. So ask yourself, why do I believe this? Is it because I thought it through or just followed the crowd? That's how you start thinking deeper, not just swallowing information whole. Also, be careful of the urge to always be liked. That desire to be safe can sometimes lead you to adjust your thoughts to match the group, even if deep down you feel differently. Remember, originality doesn't need everyone's approval. It just needs you to be honest with yourself. So from now on, it's okay to feel different. Don't be afraid to question or rethink things. That's how the seeds of original thought grow. Remember, the world's greatest thinkers were once stubborn people who dared to think differently. Who knows? Maybe you're next. Now let's talk about originality. A lot of people think being an original thinker means coming up with ideas that have never existed in the world. But honestly, almost every idea you think is new has probably been thought of before. And that's okay. It doesn't mean you're not original, because originality often isn't about the raw idea. It's about how you present it. Take the idea of living a happy life. That's been around since Socrates. But if you share it in your own voice, with your own stories and style, people will still find it fresh. Sometimes what makes an idea powerful is who says it and how they say it. Like when Alan Watts or Jordan Peterson speak, we're like, whoa, that's deep. But often the core idea is simple. It's the way they wrap it that makes it unique. And don't forget, who you are matters. Your background, your experience, how you see the world, it all adds a flavor that no one else has. That's your secret sauce. That's why it's important to build a relationship with your audience. Through your writing or speaking, they'll come to recognize your style. And that's where your ideas gain personality. So instead of stressing about finding never-been-heard ideas, focus on how to be yourself when sharing them. People love ideas that are relatable and real, not fake new but secretly copied. Remember, originality isn't about being an alien from the planet of ideas. It's about being your unique self. And believe me, your honest self is original enough. Now that you know originality isn't about discovering ideas no one has ever thought of, you might be asking, so how do I actually become an original thinker? Don't worry, I've got some chill but powerful steps to help you start. Step 1. See common things from an uncommon angle. Sometimes an idea feels boring because you're looking at it the same way everyone else does. Pick a common topic and ask, what would I think if I experienced this? Or, how would a child or an elderly person see this? That shift in perspective can spark cool, unique ideas. Step 2. Explore non-mainstream sources. Let's be honest, If you only read or watch what's trending, your thoughts will start sounding like everyone else's. Start looking for books, articles, or videos that aren't popular. Some of the best ideas are hidden in underrated places. Step 3. Connect ideas from different fields. This one's fun. Imagine blending psychology with physics or art with tech. It can lead to mind-blowing results. Like talking about self-awareness using science metaphors, people will go, "Whoa, never thought of it that way." Step 4. Use a framework to guide your creativity. Your thoughts are like wild horses. Without direction, they wander everywhere. Use a simple framework to focus them. For example, what's the problem? Why does it matter? What's the solution? This helps your ideas stay creative but clear. Step 5. Experiment and learn from real experiences. This is the most exciting part. Just try stuff. Don't just think, do. The most original ideas often come from real-life trial and error. Bonus, you'll have cool stories to share. Like if you talk about patience, it'll hit harder if you share how you waited for your online ride during a storm. Remember, every problem you face is fertile ground for original ideas. Instead of complaining, ask, "What can I learn from this?" Or, "How can I see this differently?" Bottom line, don't be afraid to try, fail, and try again. The more you experiment, the more idea gold you'll uncover. Original thinkers aren't just people who sit and reflect while sipping coffee. They're also the ones who live, stumble, and learn from every step. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and leave your thoughts in the comments. We really appreciate your support. Have a great day and see you in the next video.